Baby Sissy. Some books. Dice Sissy. Sissy, besito. Sissy. Is that a whale? Is that a whale? Arctic fox. Lucia. A rooster spies the sun's first ray. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Time to start the day. Again. Moo. That's his breakfast? That's amazing. Can I put it back in? Vamos ver Baco. Vamos see Lily. Lily. What are you doing? Did you come up with this game on your own? And you picked your own socks. You're snatching socks. Woo! Oh my goodness. Things that entertain a toddler. Not his toys. Is that a changing Lily? It's changing Lily's diaper. Yeah. Outfit change and back in bed for another feeding. Silly Jaden. Tummy time. Hi, Lily girl. Hi, Lily girl. What you doing, Jaden? What you doing? See if you can get your sissy. Hey, hello, beautiful. You doing some tummy time? You doing some tummy time? Good job. Good job, princess. Wiggle around. Ready to flip back over? Okay, let's roll back over. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am 2 weeks postpartum today, which is crazy. I can't believe that 2 weeks have gone by already since Lily joined us and we became a family of 4. She is sleeping right now in her bouncer. I'll show you guys her in a little bit. She's super adorable, super easygoing, and Jaden just went down for his nap. So I thought I would give you guys a little 2-week update. We had a really slow morning today, which was really nice. Because usually Jaden gets up for the day and he's like ready to go, has so much energy and like the activities for the day begin. But today he was just in a really chill mood. He wanted to be in bed with us, so we just like read books read the same like 5 books over and over again, which is fine. We love doing that. And we stayed inside. Usually we go outside. We were actually planning on going to the park this morning, but like I said, Jaden woke up just really calm and just wanting to snuggle and be in bed with us for a while. So we just had a really slow morning, which was super nice and I think much needed. It just felt like a really cozy Sunday morning, which was great. I think, like I said, we really needed that. Jaden has done such a good job of transitioning to a big brother. He is so sweet with baby Lily. We do have to like remind him to be gentle, but it's never because he's doing anything malicious. It's more of just like he doesn't know his own strength. Like he loves to hug her, and sometimes like when he hugs her, he squeezes her really tightly. So we're always reminding him to be gentle and to have soft hands, and we're modeling like what we want him to do with Lily with him. So we'll like touch his face really lightly or tap him on the head and tell him like, look, gentle. We will show him how we want him to treat the baby, and we'll kind of treat him the same way. But he has been so good with her. He definitely loves her. We'll ask him if he wants to hold her, and now he usually will say yes, and he'll hold her. We'll read a book to her, and then he'll let us know. He'll like give us her back to us when he's ready, and we'll always do it like in bed or somewhere where like there's a lot of cushions around and we're like right there next to him. But he has done a really good job with her so far. It's been like a dream seeing him react to her, and like anytime he cries, he like runs over to her and looks at her. He'll even like grab my hand and bring me over to her if she's crying. He thinks it's like so entertaining to check her diaper. Whenever I go to like see if she has poopy, he'll come over and he'll like look in her diaper, and if she does have poop, he'll bring my hand over to her diaper changing area in our room. So he'll want to help like with the diapers and changing her. So it's just been really sweet to watch. It definitely has been a hard transition though. A few days after we got home from the hospital, Jaden got sick and had a little cold, which he must have gotten like before Liliana was born, and it just like got worse once we came home from the hospital because we hadn't even like gone out and gone anywhere, but he somehow had a pretty bad cold. So our doctor had told us to quarantine the baby from Jaden to try and keep them separate for a few days. So we did that last weekend, and that was really hard. If you have a toddler, you know how hard it is to keep a toddler entertained, and we kind of had to split it. So Kevin was with Jaden most of the time and I was with baby Liliana, just because she was feeding so much. She's feeding like every hour and a half to 2 hours. She's feeding very often, so most of the time I had to be with the baby, which was really hard. And I think like the mom guilt kind of kicked in because it's like I wanted to be there for both of them, but I just couldn't do everything. Kevin was doing a lot with Jaden and taking care of him, which when he was sick, he just like wanted to be with mama, like and cuddle up with mama, which is usually how he is when he's sick. But having the baby, it was just really hard to balance both of them. It definitely, like I said, like the mom guilt definitely comes in quickly. So I just had to remind myself like to have grace on myself. I think I'm like really hard on myself more than anyone else. I think was like the hardest part of the transition. And then after, when Jaden was feeling a little bit better, he started to have these like really intense feelings or like really intense tantrums, and thankfully it had nothing to do with the baby. Like it wasn't when I was feeding the baby or having anything to do with the baby. It would just be like random things, like if we said no to something or if he didn't get the snack he wanted or whatever it was. Like his tantrums all of a sudden went from like 0 to 500. So that was also intense. I think it just had to do with like the transitions. So Kevin and I really had to be on the same page. I could probably do like a whole video on tantrums if anyone is interested, but Kevin and I really had to be on the same page with like how we were dealing with his big feelings. And even in the last week, I've already seen like a huge improvement. So I know, I mean, he's not even 2 yet, so I know he's gonna have plenty more tantrums in the future, but it's just, you know, been hard to just navigate everything between him and the baby. I think like right now Jaden is probably more work than the baby is, just because her demeanor is so calm and like so sweet, and she's still sleeping most of the day, sleeping a lot. It's been good to be able to really like focus on Jaden and get things with him back into a routine. That's what Kevin and I have been really focusing on getting Jaden back into a good rhythm and having some routine throughout the day. We had a lot of changes and we didn't really have a good routine the first week, but now we're trying to get back into a smooth rhythm, especially with Kevin going back to work soon. I wanted to make sure that the rhythms that we were creating were sustainable for when he goes back to work, that I could kind of continue with him and with Lily, even though like my mom and his mom will kind of pitch in and be here as much as that they can when Kevin goes back to work. I still want to have like those rhythms and routines into place, so it's not like a whole nother transition again for Jaden. That is our little update. Baby girl's doing well. She's feeding a lot. Her jaundice has been better. She doesn't look as yellowy. Doctor said like with breastfeeding you can have like prolonged jaundice just because it takes a little bit longer for like, I guess, it to like get out of your system. So we've been going outside, going for walks, having her in indirect sunlight and just feeding her. But she's doing good. She does have a little bit of congestion still, which is scary because as a newborn they only breathe through their nose, not through their mouth, so it can sound really intense when they're stuffy. So we've just been keeping an eye on that, using the humidifier, putting her in the bathroom with like the steam on and sitting with her and feeding her in there to kind of open up some of that congestion. Jaden is napping now, so I just took a shower. That's why my hair is all wet, and I'm just gonna use this time to do like a little quick clean around the house and then put my feet up before he wakes up again. And especially since Liliana is calm right now as well, I'm just gonna take a little break. I've been trying to rest like when Jaden is resting. That's like the 2-hour nap block that I have to kind of like get things done, but also to kind of like step back and take a little break. Still learning how to balance both, but I will keep you posted. I did just want to show you guys, we finally started on her nursery. We still have a very long way to go. We just put up this mirror and we hung up her bows on this cute little bow rack that I got from Amazon. It was super cheap, but I put it together myself. We still have to like paint over these holes here. We still have to paint over these holes above the mirror. Those were from where Jaden's mirror was, but at least we are making some improvements on baby girl's nursery. We're not really in a rush since she's not going to be in here much until she's a little bit older, but we're just kind of slowly but surely making this her bedroom. So baby girl was just crying a second ago when we were inside, but something about coming outside just makes this little one fall asleep so quickly. It's the cutest thing. I think it's like the warm, humid air that just puts her to sleep. So anytime she's fussy, we just come out here. We've actually been spending a lot of time outside just to kind of keep Jaden entertained and busy and happy, and kind of give him some one-on-one time too. So like right now he's in the garage with Kevin while I'm spending some quality time with Lily. And then we've been like switching off after like 30 or 45 minutes just to have one-on-one time with the opposite parent, and that's been really good. Jaden loves being outside, so it's been nice and refreshing, especially since the weather has been kind of cool as well, which has been nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here because we have some friends bringing us dinner tonight, which is so sweet of them. If you know someone who is pregnant or postpartum, I highly recommend doing a meal train for them. It has been such a blessing for us, for Jaden and also for Lily. Both pregnancies, having those meal trains postpartum has been clutch. So thank you to our friends and family who have been doing that. So we're gonna enjoy some time with the people coming over, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.